Hello children, how are you? I hope you must be good, keeping yourself good and taking all the precautions to keep yourself safe. And at the same time, you must be having a very hectic time these time because you all are being asked to study hard as your half-yearly exams are nearing by your parents. Now today children, in my video today I'll be teaching you lesson number 11, that is verb, active and passive voice. Now children, in my previous class I have told you that a sentence without a subject and a verb is incomplete. You cannot form a sentence without a subject, and also we cannot form a sentence without a verb. These two are very essential to form a sentence. Now in today I'll be talking about the two voices. Now in the transitive voice, verb, there are two types of voice, that is active voice and passive voice. Now I have two sentences written over here. Now read it carefully and try to understand what it is written. The hunter shot the lion. Again I am reading. The hunter shot the lion. Second sentence is, the lion was shot by the hunter. The lion was shot by the hunter. Now do you find any difference in this sentence? The meaning is all the same. It is just the same. The meaning is same. There is no difference in the sentence. The only thing over here, the subject over here is the hunter, and the subject in the second sentence is lion, right? So the only difference over here is the change of subject. The only difference is what? The change of subject, but the meaning is same. Now as I said that these two sentences has the same meaning, but it is written in a different form. So let's compare the difference. The first sentence, the subject, the hunter. The hunter is the donor, right? The first subject, the hunter, is the donor of the action, that is shot. Is the donor of the action, that is shot. And in the second sentence, the subject, the lion is the sufferer, or receiver of the action, was shot, right? Was shot. So this is the difference between the two. I repeat again, the subject, the hunter, is the donor in the first sentence, donor of the action in the first sentence, that is the shot. And in the second sentence, the subject, the lion, is the sufferer or receiver of the action. So it is the was shot. The difference of these two sentences is this, but the meaning is same. So children, the verb is said to be in the active voice when the person or thing denoted by the subject acts or is active. So the verb in the first sentence, shot, is active over here, right? Now for the passive voice, a verb is said to be in the passive voice when the person or a thing denoted by the subject does not act but suffers the action done by the something or by someone. So in the second sentence, the verb was shot is passive. That is the difference between the two sentences which was written on the board. Now children, to form sentence in the active voice, we follow like this: doer plus action plus receiver. Let's see an example over here, that the postman delivered the parcel on time. over here postman is the doer, parcel is the receiver, and deliver is what? Action. So this is how we form a sentence in the active voice. So when the subject of the sentence is the doer of the action, the verb is said to be active voice. Once again I read, when the subject of the sentence is the doer of the action, the verb is said to be active voice. Now children, to form a sentence in the passive voice, we follow like this. Receiver, action plus doer. Now over here, the parcel is the receiver, delivered is the action, and the postman is the doer. Why we have written over here. So when the subject of a sentence is the receiver of the action, the verb is said to be what? Passive voice. Right children? Now children, when we want to change the sentence from active to passive voice, we should remember certain things. When we change a sentence from active voice to passive voice, the subject of the sentence becomes the object, right? And the object moves to the subject position. And the object, where does it move? It moves to the subject position. And we also use by word. To indicate who or what causes the action. Right children? Let's see the example out over here. Arnab distributed the brochures. Now this is an active voice. Now remember children, just now I had spoken about how an active voice sentence is formed. First, the doer. This is what? Action. And the brochure is what? Receiver. Now let's see the second part. This is an active voice. Now let's see passive voice. The brochure. Word distributed by Arnab. Now what was the form I had taught you just now? For the passive voice, the receiver will come first, then word distributed action, by is there, plus the doer. Now Arnab is the doer. So this is how active voice and passive voice is formed. From active voice, when you want to change to passive voice, the last part, the receiver will come first, then the action, we have to add by, and then the doer. Arnab, the first subject, will come at the last of the sentence. Now children, we will see next is that how does the pronouns changes from the subject position to the object position. I have written few sentences over here, two sentences over here, active voice and passive voice. I read a poem, they liked it. It is an active voice. Now I have to change from active voice to the passive voice. So how will I write? The poem was read by me. I will change to me. It was liked by by them. They will become them. So the main verb in the sentence is changed to the passive form using a form of a verb like be plus past participle. Right, children? Changes from a subject pronoun to an object pronoun. Right? So, if suppose some of the examples are this thing I'll show you. If I is the subject pronoun, the object pronoun will become me. If we is the subject pronoun, the object pronoun will become us. You will remain the same. She will change it to her. He will be changed to him. They will be changed to them. It will remain same. Right? Now let us see how to change the verb form in different tenses of a passive form. Suppose the tense is given in simple present tense. So in the active voice is given to us, she does her homework. It will change to passive voice, her homework is done by her. Next is the tense is present continuous tense. Active voice is she is doing her homework. The passive voice will be her homework is being done by her. Next, when the tense is the present perfect tense, she has done her homework. The passive voice will be her homework has been done by her. When the tense is simple present tense, she did her homework. So the passive voice will be her homework was done by her. Past continuous tense, the active voice is she was doing her homework. Now this passive voice will be her homework was being done by her. When the tense is in the form of past perfect tense, like the active voice is she had done her homework. The active voice will be her homework had been done by her. Next is if the sentence is in the future times, like the active voice is she will do her homework. So it will the passive voice will be changed to her homework will be done by her. In this way, we are going to form the different tenses to passive forms. Now, when there is a modal verb in a sentence, in the active voice, we change it into the passive voice by using the form, which form? Modal verb plus be plus past participle form of the verb. Let's see the example over here. They must polish their shoes. It is an active voice. They must polish their shoes. When you convert this sentence from active voice to passive voice, then their shoes must be polished by them. They will become them. Right, children? And when we change imperative sentence, if the sentence is in the imperative form and we have to change to passive voice, then we use have or get. Like example, here it is, repair the fridge today. It is an active voice, repair the fridge today. Now when we convert this active voice to passive voice, what it will be? Get the fridge repaired today. Like an imperative sentence is what? It is a command, request, advise, plead. Now that is the sentence. Now it is called this thing imperative sentence. So over here, repair the fridge today, and we have to change to active passive voice. get the fridge repaired today. Next we'll see when we change the interrogative sentence. We know what is an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence is a asking questions. It is a question sentence. When we change interrogative sentence beginning with do, when the interrogative sentence starts with do, does, did, and we have to change into passive voice, then we use auxiliary verb in the beginning. We use what? Auxiliary verb in the beginning. For example, over here, did you do your homework? Active voice is there. Did you do your homework? It is in the active voice. We have to convert it to passive voice. So what you will use? Auxiliary verb. Was your homework done by you? Right? To convert it to passive voice. Was your homework done by you? It's a passive voice. Next is we'll see that when the interrogative sentence begins with a modal auxiliary or a question word, we retain them in a passive voice. Like we see over here, when will you complete this? Now it is the sentence begin with the question sentence, right? So how we'll return it? We will retain it in the passive voice like this. When will this be completed by you? Again I am repeating. When will this be completed by you? We'll retain it like this when it is interrogative sentence are starting with the question sentence. Right, children? Now children, let's see how to change passive voice to active voice. Right? Changing sentence from passive voice to active voice. Now the first form is when the object of the sentence becomes the subject and the subject takes the object place. Right? When the object of the sentence becomes the subject and the subject takes the object place. Let's see an example over here. When passive voice is given to us. The pudding was brought by Renuka. Now it is a passive voice. We have to change it to active voice. So Renuka bought the pudding. Very easy it is. Renuka brought the pudding. Right? Next children, we will see that when the form of the main verb must be changed, the form of the main verb must be changed from the passive form to active voice. Let's take an example. The leaking tap was fixed by the plumber. It's a passive voice. Now we have to change from passive voice to active voice. So what it will be? The plumber first will be what? The receiver, the doer in the active voice. The plumber, then action is fixed, then doer, the leaking tap, the leaking tap. The plumber fixed the leaking tap. The plumber is is the doer, fix is the action, and the leaking tap is the receiver. Right children? Now let's see over here, if the doer of the action is not mentioned, if the doer of the action is not mentioned in the passive voice, then we can add our own in the active voice. We can add our own in the active voice. Like example, it is given over here. The dacoit was arrested. Now over here, the doer is not mentioned over here. So what we did, the police arrested the dacoit. We can add our own to complete the active voice. That's it for lesson number 11 children. I hope you have understood what I have taught you. I'll be also attaching the PDF. Please make sure you write it in your copy, whatever it is written in the PDF, or you take out the hard copy first. First you take out the hard copy, and from there with the beautiful handwriting and neat work, write down whatever the work has done in the PDF. Now have a good day and enjoy your weekend.